know-how in the emerging market is important for them. We have to give them the chance to have the same standards as we have, to have the same knowledge in logistics as we have. Just a few about Sudan. I don't go to the capitals or stuff like that. I go to the industry and infrastructure. The railways have 5,311 kilometers. I will not go to each and every figure because this will take too long. But you can see there's a huge possibility in investing in infrastructure to bring goods and stuff to the people. It's a shame for me that every time there is some earthquake or a hurricane or whatever, that we recognize only in the news that the infrastructure there is bad. Why not investing proactively into infrastructure in such countries? They are rich on natural gas, gold, silver, coal. Why these countries has to suffer with the poorness of the people? Give them the chance we have. Just over, we are just negotiation with a new partner in Sudan. Angola, the same, independent since 11 November 1975. A beautiful country, rich on oil, main trade lanes, USA, China. And what the European and the Western world misses now is the investment in Africa. We forget about Africa. China do it. But China just do it because they want to have the oil. And they want to have the raw material and the resources. Also, if you see on the size of Angola, which is much more than Austria, but only 2,761 kilometers are railways. Or even with the Taj road, only 19,156 kilometers are paved. The other one is raw. We have a partner there. I will come later on to my company to present you a little bit of it. The same for Azerbaijan, rich on oil, rich on raw material. And only 2,125 kilometers on railway. And this doesn't say this is functional railway. As I said, I go Russia, Bangladesh. The same. Grows very significant in rice, tea and mustard, but also Bangladesh becomes for the global market more and more interesting as a producing country, where it is necessary to have the infrastructure. And if you look at the development of China, the infrastructure in China was very good along the coast. Now they start to rebuild the highways and the railways to the inner land of China. But before, for 15, 20 years, it was Shanghai, it was the area about Hong Kong, which is very good in infrastructure and in logistics. Again, we have a partner there, my secretary did it very well. So, Serbia. Serbia is a country which is not so far away from us. They may come soon to the European Union, but the infrastructure is not good as it is in as we know, Romania has only 200 kilometers of motorways, of highways. But these are facts which may interest a few if you want to take the presentation for your study or for your market research. We are there, we have 2 offices in Serbia, we employ there 44 people. And now I'd like to show you some figures about us. Who is DB Schenker? We are one of the leading global logistics companies in the world. We are number 1 in Europe in land transport. We are number 2 in European global air freight and number 3 in global sea freight. As DB Schenker, we employ 91,000 people. We have more than 2,000 offices over the world in more than 200 countries. Normally we are in each and every country by our own, as long as we due to regulations or due to the economic ongoing, we try to find a partner with. This is a picture about where we are represented. You see, we are very strong, as everyone, in North America, Europe, Asia, but we still have not such a good relationship or network in Africa. But I hope soon, because I love this country, this continent, Africa as a total. I repeat that, number one in rail freight too, because our daughter company is DB, the German Bahn, and we are number 5 in global contract logistics. We try to offer our customers integrated industry solutions for all modes of transport. But what does it mean, integrated industry solutions? Because we try to combine, especially in Europe, rail to reduce road transport and to offer dedicated services. As an example, the automotive industry. We run across Europe a day 185 block trains a day, means only for the automotive industry. Complex services, I'm always a little bit in front of the pages, I see. We handle spare parts logistics from Europe to Singapore for distribution through retailers in Southeast Europe. So we automotive spare parts. We handle complex logistics services, and we try always to build a very good relationship to our customers. Not only in making business with them, but also in reliability, work together on future structures, or set up new logistics chain. Some case studies, warehousing distribution at Cenk Arkash in Istanbul, where we run a huge warehouse with 5,400 square meters for one company. We offer their bonded and non-bonded warehousing in Germany and in Turkey. So bonded warehouse means for everyone who is not in the business, you must not clear your goods, you must not custom clear your goods as long as you don't take it out. So you save on customs duties and taxes, but you only pay when you take it out of the warehouse. We run distribution for pharmacy products over Lithuania, where we do the warehousing, domestic full warehouse services, distribution services, and we deliver 100 locations a month. This is all at events like this. I always try to avoid too much company information, because the most important thing is how to handle logistics and how to make logistics important to the people. It's a case study for a leading consumer electronics and mobile phone company for the Czech Republic. So you can see we across the world and across the borders, and we handle a logistics warehouse for the automotive industry, for the supply of Daimler production in East London, where we handle a lot of different companies in one warehouse, like Delphi, like Magna, like Pharmacia, and we deliver in sequence to the Daimler plant. That means in sequence, we stock the goods and deliver as per production order from Daimler to the production line. Is it purchasing for East London or for South Africa? Yeah. This is the layout of the logistics warehouse in East London. And these are the companies which are in the warehouse, like Delphi, Magna, Pharmacia, Magna Mirrors, Eberspacher, Automode, Molenbeek, MC Sankar. You need to know that a company like a Delphi or Magna, more or less in every car you drive, you find some parts of them. So they're the big players in the market. Yeah, some pictures how it looks like, the operation in East London. We also deal direct at the Mercedes seat. We have our own stuff inside the Mercedes production for Johnson Controls. And the infrastructure of only of the stuff of Schenker is London's to have stuff with freight express and warehousing. Coming to one important point now, this is what we have to deal with in the future. This is what everyone calls it as a green logistics to reduce emission on our transport. We have various possibilities to reduce emission. One is to slow down the steamships. Instead of 21 days or 19 days from Asia to Hamburg or to Rotterdam, they extended it to 24 or 25 days. This is one. From my opinion as well, what will be a huge demand in the future is to reduce transport in general, to look at where is unnecessary transport involved in a supply chain, not to look only to have new engines or whatever, but we have to look and you have to rethink about globalization. This is my personal view as a logistics guy. Of course, it's good for our business if we drive along the world, but I think if we look at our processes and if we try to resource instead of Asia for the local market here in Europe local and to start up production for the Asian market direct in Asia, we have the same market shares. We have the same demands from the people to buy cars, but we have to give them the same chance to can buy the cars. To go away from so-called low-cost countries to an ethnic and fair market where everyone has the same stuff available and production is there where the goods are sold, not to ship a car from Korea to Europe and just to bring it together and then sell it as a car. This doesn't make sense. You have to produce it at the place of use. That would be the green logistics in my point of view. Decoupled CO2 emissions from transport growth, green logistics networks, green terminals, green rail. We educate our drivers to how to drive to better, to save with fuel. But there are only small steps. As I said, my personal view is we have to rethink globalization. Yes, it's good for each and everyone, but globalization for the markets and to give fair chances everywhere. Right, there's some footprints of this CO2 discussion: land transport, rail freight, air freight, ocean freight, contract logistics. If you talk about rail freight, each and every politician say we have to move from the street to the rail. Yes, but where is the infrastructure, even in Europe? Where were the investments in the last 25, 30 years? It's smaller now to talk about it. But there was no investment in the rail. We have to be fair to the railway organizations. They also have to carry, on one hand, the investment in the infrastructure, but as well, they have some social programs to take. If we want to have our people, give our people the chance to come even from an outside part of the country by rail into city capital, then you have to accept that this is a rail connection which is a loss for the company. And not to say we just go for profit. We have to find the correct mixture between profitable rail and the social. And the social order they got to provide each and every one with a rail solution. It's easy to say, reduce your costs or close down your business there and there. Yes, if someone wants to get in touch with me, here my contact details. I'm always interested in talking about logistics. I'm always interested in exchange logistic experiences worldwide, or to assist worldwide in logistics questions, not only for my company but also for me personally. So I thank you very much for your attention. I hope I could give you a little bit influence about how important the logistics is in our global world.